everyone's day is off to a magical start. Welcome to Disney on a Dime. Today, Eric and I wanted to stop in and share with you our thoughts on just when is the best time to go to Disney.
The best time to go to Disney for us is anytime. 365 days of the year.
Yes. Anytime is great. Anytime is great.
In all seriousness, when we started going to Disney, there was the concept of an off season, right?
You had peak season and
peak season. You had the off season, which, as you would expect, the off season was when the kids were in school.
Yeah.
Quite honestly, with the advent, I think of the internet and Instagram, a lot more pictures of Disney. Disney gets a lot more free publicity from channels like ours.
Yeah.
It's a lot more popular. If you look at the statistics, if you go to like Wikipedia and look at the attendance for like Magic Kingdom, it goes up by like 1 million every year, some crazy amount.
Wow.
I said all that to say there is no longer an off season like there used to be many years ago.
No.
There is a crowded season, and then there is a what the heck am I doing here? Why did I book this trip season?
I'm gonna hurt somebody if I don't get out of here soon season. Yeah. And so when are those seasons? Okay, when is the it's crowded, but it's doable.
Crowded, and well, let me tell you when it's super crowded, and
Okay.
if you're not prepared, it can overwhelm you.
It's probably right now.
Spring break.
Spring break.
The usual suspects: spring break, summer,
Christmas,
Thanksgiving break, Christmas.
Yeah.
Those now. I say that it's super crowded, but we're not saying don't go during those times. Watch some of our other videos, and we talk about doing more days.
Yeah.
Right. You're going to need to stretch out your vacation or do some things that are off the beaten path.
Right, and it makes it a little bit more doable.
Yeah. Maybe go to the park one day, but hang out at the hotel pool the other day, or go to International Drive or Legoland. And we'll have more and more videos on things to do outside of the parks.
Yeah.
So maybe let's talk to them now. What are some of your favorite times to go that are not as crowded?
Not as crowded. Okay, it's crowded, but not as crowded.
Right.
So when we like to go, those times for us are typically late January, early to mid-February.
Yeah.
It's not too bad. I will say that, wow, Disney does know how to keep the parks full, okay? So they're now coming up with all types of things to kind of draw in people. So unfortunately for us, during January and mid to the beginning of February, they have a lot of the Disney races.
Yeah.
So that kind of brings in, different crowds also. But for us, it is better than going during, I would say, like a July.
Yeah. You also get a lot of the tour groups from overseas in January, February.
And they travel in large numbers. So that can be kind of off-putting to some people, but, we've just kind of gotten used to it.
What about after spring break? What do you think of that time?
Okay, all right, so end of April, first 2 weeks or so in May are also pretty good.
Yeah.
But you just want to be careful. You want to check the calendars and make sure spring break has actually passed if you are really trying to get into the parks, during one of the more off seasons.
And I would say generally all of fall is actually pretty good. So from September to Thanksgiving week. Now there are festivals during that time, especially at Epcot. Halloween is a little crowded. It's not as nuts as Christmas.
Well, I will say though, babe, when we first started going, Halloween was just great. It was just there was nobody there.
Yeah.
But now we have
Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween, which has always been there since we've been going, but it's gotten a lot more popular.
And like you said, I just think places or sites like Instagram, you know, Disney cannot take a bad picture.
No.
Get your worst photographer, okay?
Yeah.
Your 2-year-old could take a great picture at Disney and post it, and it's like amazing. It's beautiful. I have to go there if you've never been. So I think places like Instagram or sites Facebook, like Instagram, Facebook, they've really kind of helped to increase the crowd.
Christmas, as you might expect, the couple of weeks around Christmas is crowded, but we always go around Christmas and we have a great time.
We do.
Just because, it's more about the sights and the festivities. And again, we try to take a longer trip so we can kind of do some other things.
Our Disney trips are typically 2 weeks. We know everyone can't do 2 weeks. During Christmas. And so if you can do 2 weeks around Christmas, if you can save up your vacation days and possibly, do 2 weeks during Christmas, I would suggest doing that. It is going to be crowded, as Eric said, but because you have those 14 or so days kind of built in, you don't have to spend every day in the park.
Yeah.
You know?
And we say Disney, we're also talking, you know, Universal. Everything we're saying also applies to Universal. The crowds, if it's crowded in Magic Kingdom, it's going to be crowded at Islands of Adventure. So
Absolutely.
the crowds work both ways. So again, just to recap, Orlando keeps the tourists coming. They're always building something. There is not a dead season anymore.
No.
But there are definitely times where, especially if you are a person that doesn't have a lot of patience and really needs lower crowds, that you can go where the crowds are smaller.
Absolutely. Well, that's it, guys. As always, we hope that you have found this video to be very informative, okay? And so until next time, guys, don't forget to make every day